Greetings, fellow traders. Crypto trader Ian here. It's your brother. Coming here to talk about my recent paper trade that I'm in, the ZRX trade that I entered several days ago now. And you can see I entered right about here at 27.5, somewhere around there. I'm not sure the exact. We can take a look later. And we've had a wonderful run up. Now I've had a stop loss in place for several days, and I've been following this pattern here. I wonder, let's see what kind of percentages. My computer's glitchy. I apologize. It's about 3% gain on the stop loss. If I get out right now, it's an 8%. It's a big difference. But I'm watching this flag pattern here. As you can see, there's a bull flag on the 4 hour. But as I'm watching this play out, these last three candles have gigantic wicks to the upside, which tells me that there is a lot of pressure and a lot of volatility really right there. And I'm not sure that it's going to break itself out. I mean, there's a high probability that it can, but it does not always guarantee that it will. So right now I'm in the process of making a decision of what I want to do. As you can see, the whole market is quite in red right now. I mean, this isn't everything, but this is some of the main ones and some of the ones offered on Coinbase and or Binance US. So this is the position I'm put in. Do I take profit right now? It seems to be doing really well with this EMA, and I should be zoomed out. The 1 hour is good. Yeah. So this 4 hour EMA is holding up really nice. And you see we got a little cross there, so we're looking nice. Let's just keep zooming out. Play the zoom out. If you're in doubt, just zoom out. And this is a really good place to start seeing what's really taking place here. On the weekly, this stuff kind of gets in the way and makes it. Basically, we're in the beginning of this great uptrend, a weekly uptrend. We started the trend down here, hit a bottom at 15 cents, up to 26. Down to 17, up to 34 cents, and now we've come back down to this EMAs at 25, and I entered in at 27. Only time will tell what really happens. If we're going to repeat the pattern that we just did right here, we're not quite in that same pattern, but we're looking very similar. So if anybody that follows the Elliott waves, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly a 5 going on up. But we will see, that's the thing. The decision is, how long are you in this trade for? This was a great entry for like a daily low, really. And this could be potentially a really nice long swing trade. Although, with my paper trading, I'm not really attached to anything, honestly. I'm not attached to it being long or taking, 24 hours. Either way, it works for me. But the one thing is, with my paper trading, I'm not just pulling out funds from anywhere. I have a $5,000 account that I'm working with. Let's go ahead and bring you over there to take a look at my trade so far. So this is pretty new. I've only been doing this for a week or so. But I have couple trades you've seen that were profitable. One in Ethereum, one in BNB. One thing is I'm not really taking account for the exchange, so that's one thing that's kind of weird, is the money just moves across exchanges without really doing it. So I mean, you could theoretically move your money too, so a lot of this is real and could be done. So as you can see, I'm sitting in a little bit of profit if I take my stop right there. But I haven't quite filled this in because I haven't really hit the stop loss yet. Let's go take a look. Just look at some Bitcoin right here. As everybody knows, it's getting quite tight here, and everybody's really wondering what's gonna happen here. And honestly, that could definitely be. You just keep zoom out. Whenever in doubt, just zoom out. So when you're looking at the monthly, we have basically an equilibrium pattern that's forming. You got your high of the 20 back in the day. Oops. Comes down to our 3,000 bottom, went back up to the 14. Now we're going to find a bottom, and I personally don't think that this is it. We're about to start, and we just started a new month, and candle is forming. We're about to start a new week. I think we're going to come down somewhere in the $5,000, $4,000 range, and then come back up. And this could play out for many moons, honestly. Could get tighter quicker. Something in those lines would be more probable, in my opinion. So that's Bitcoin. That's what's happening there. So I expect the Bitcoin to possibly go down very easily. So the thing about that is ZRX doesn't necessarily move in the same direction as Bitcoin. A lot of these moves that I see with Bitcoin, ZRX has been doing the opposite. As you can right here, for example, it's the only green one on my list. So that's pretty good. Ultimately my decision, I think the highest probability is what I'm going to do is move my stop loss up a little bit, just below this EMA, maybe below a psychological number of 29 cents, just below that. So I'll move it up a little bit more, get a little bit more gain on that. But I'm gonna more anticipate this not coming back down to the very bottom, because if it does, most likely it's gonna go out. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. There's always a possibility for otherwise, it could play out for several more days. I wouldn't anticipate it to, and I wouldn't put as much, how do you say it? I wouldn't put my trade, the risk becomes worse as it goes on. The trade is better. The quicker that it sets itself up and moves, the better. Because that'll show continuation. Otherwise, it'll show that there's a struggle there, and I'm already seeing that there possibly is a struggle, and these candles are revealing to me that it's having a very hard time. One other thing I noticed before I go, I'm going to take off here, is this whole thing is being traded by bots. You can tell there is a distinct level. Look at that, 29.73 or 7.4, somewhere right in that vicinity is like, boom, there is a clear wall. We're going to watch and see if that wall holds up once again. If that gets broken, that's pretty significant. Although this is only 15-minute chart, so this is only like a day or so. But you can see another wall that was broken over here. And it's just clear as day that the bots, every time it hits that level, just buy that stuff up and push the price back down. Or sell on that case. This one is a buy. Anyway, so that's it. That's the update for now. I will have a link to this Google Sheets here for my trades. Also, I do have a Slack group that is started. We have 1 or 2 members. I'm the second member in here, but I'm just documenting these trades as they happen. If you want to actually see my trades as they happen, every time I make a decision or have a different thought, I post the trade and the chart. So if you want to follow along, and this is a learning experience. This is not advice. This is all just me documenting so I can get better. So welcome to an educational experience. You are going to watch a human being learn how to trade, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep going. Thanks for the support. Have a great day. Sunday. Take care of yourselves. Blessings.